Yeah, you know what time it is. No scripts, no filters, no fear. We said what we said and meant that. Off the record, yeah, we keep it real. No filter shit, we say what we feel. Politics, stories, truth on display. Come on, we talk that talk in our own way. Off the record, Minion the God, let's go. Foxy 2 Roxy 3, she go hard.
I swear on everything, that is exactly what he said right here in the studio.
That is the funniest thing I have heard all week.
So hard, busy with the facts she never miss. Nah. I said what I said, that's the twist. Off the record, come and catch the vibe. Where real ones talk and the truth survive. Late night truth, we don't just speak. We pull the roots from what they keep. From pain to progress, we light the flame. No spin, no script, we call it by name. Minion bring the vision, Foxy bring the flame. Lizzie drop a cease, it'll never be the same. I said what I said, say it loud, no shame. We taking truth global, remember the name. No apologies, no disguise. Just soul and purpose in our eyes. We move with power, bold and free. Say it loud, you gon' feel this energy. This the realest show you ever saw. Off the record. We said what we said. Off the record. Yeah. Yeah. We said what we said. Off the record.
Hey, what's good, everybody? What's good, family? Welcome to Off the Record. You know, the place where the truth don't whisper, we speak up, and I am your host, Minion with the Opinion, aka Minion the God. They've been wanting me to say it like that for a while, so I went ahead and did that. And I'm also here, of course, y'all know I'm not doing this show alone. Joining me is I Said What I Said. No filters, no fluff, no rewriting history once the facts hit the table. And on the other side, we got Foxy 2, Rock 3, sharp, fearless, and always ready to call it exactly like it is. What's good, ladies?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And we're glad that you decided to join us today. So welcome.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone. Let's talk about it. It's going to be a great show. So hold on, buckle up.
All right, guys. So we have a lot to talk about. Y'all saw the title, y'all see the thumbnail, and maybe y'all read the description. But if not, we're talking about how America is completely cooked. So if you agree, go ahead and press the like button, because I think a lot of people would tend to agree right now. But before we get into the show, let's just go over some of the things that we're going to be talking about. Right, now, the first thing we're going to do is go down memory lane. We're going to talk about back in the day when Trump was actually seen with the young girl and what he actually said to that young girl. Was it just an innocent comment, or is there something more to it? We're going to talk about old celebrity feuds with Trump. And something that was said during that feud still resonates today. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Donald Trump versus Jerome Powell. We're going to talk about the new America under Trump's rule, according to a talk show host. And we're going to talk about the old JD Vance versus the new one, ICE. We're going to just watch a couple of ice falls on the ice. So I thought that was pretty funny. We're going to also talk about what ICE is doing to pastors and what pastors think about MAGA Christianity. Then we're going to talk about ICE advertising, rounding up black and brown people on social media. And then, guys, there's a new saying that's going around. Have you not learned yet? We're going to talk about why all the ICE people are saying this right now. Then we're going to talk about ICE's lawless and third world country tactics that they seem to be using right now. How many criminals receive pardons from Trump? And then we're going to end the show watching a MAGA ICE supporter as he goes on an unhinged rant, talking to protesters. So, are y'all ready to get into the show, or do we have any shout outs that we need to make?
Yeah, we do have a couple of shout outs to make. But I think I'm going to enjoy that ice on ice.
Right?
Yeah, ice
Ooh,
on ice. That's going to be entertaining, I feel like. But welcome, Nana and Nini. She say, "Hey, everybody. Hey, girl. Hey, and thank you for joining us today. Hello to you, the literal one, aka CKJ. Thank you for being here. Welcome, 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 and welcome to
Welcome.
you, young Riaz. Thank you for being here today. And we have Dirt. What is this? Dirt Bike Juice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here today also. Now, we don't mind you guys putting your opinions in the chat because, it's an open forum. We have our opinion. You're welcome to have your opinion. You do not have to agree with us. And in turn, we may not agree with you. But what we do ask is that you make sure that you follow the YouTube guidelines. Please do not attack anybody in the chat and do not attack anybody on the panel. But whatever your thoughts and opinions are about the content that we're doing, you're more than welcome to add that to the chat. We will not take, we'll put your comment up on the screen. And, you know, we may even address some of your comments, but please, let's just keep it cute. And that's all we ask.
Absolutely, absolutely, guys. And you know what? Just to kind of give the MAGA people in here who may have opposing views some incentive to be nice in the chat room, because we don't want to have to light this chat up. But we what we do want to do is build a community of people where we may have different views, but we can all come together and we can agree on the facts. But just to give you guys a little bit, I thought, we might want to see a little Biden fall before we start getting into all the MAGA and all the Trump of it all. So let's get into the Biden fall. Oh yeah, this was one of the I guess AI generated pictures that were circulating. Y'all great?
Who did
No, we
this?
ain't great.
Who created this, minions?
Probably Grok.
Social
you know,
media play way too much.
Grok. Oh, Poe Biden. He thought he was gonna be able to run off stage, but he couldn't do it.
All right. Pojo. Pojo.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh Lord, oh, he like, can you get my phone? All right, all right, and then this is just you know, just a cute little one for Donald Trump. When he probably was a good person.
Oh, there was such a time.
I'm surprised it didn't come off.
It was glued on there real good. He
Well,
had special glue.
now when you got a transplant, when you have a hair transplant, that's embedded into your scalp, so it's not gonna come off.
Well, they say he didn't get the hair transplant. He got his forehead reduced or
Oh,
something like that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I mean. That's what Epstein said. And, he was his best friend for 10 years, so I'm sure he would know. Um, but back in the day, there was also Trump's character that was in question, and so I found a clip where y'all just let me know what y'all think on the other side of the damn clip. I bet that girl was like, "What? Huh? Yeah, what you think of him telling that girl or whoever he was talking to that he was going to be dating her
We
in
didn't
10
hear it.
years?
We didn't hear it. You may want to replay it with the sound because no one heard that. All we
Oh,
did
you
was
know
saw the
what?
picture. Yeah,
I
so why don't you
forgot.
replay it?
Questions and allegations about Donald Trump's behavior towards women.
Can you
BT
hear that?
discovered this footage in our archive, which we
Yes.
provided to CBS News.
Soon. Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's basically telling a little girl that he's saying I'm gonna be dating her in 10 years. Does that mean she's 8 and gonna be 18 or like what? I what do y'all think about that?
Well, even if she is 18 or possibly 20 something, he's still way too old. He probably was in his 40s at that time, so that girl is not going to be interested in him, in 10 years. But it just show you what type of person that he's always been. And so the things that are coming out in the Epstein files shouldn't be shocking to anyone because this is clearly showing us this is who he's always been. And sometimes, the quiet part is said out loud. And I don't feel like um I don't feel like that he never thought that these words would come back to, bite him in the butt.
They say that, everything that's put online never dies. So,
Well, I guess time will tell when the Trumpstein files come out. So let's look at this speech given in 2017 because I think it still reigns true today. All right, so that was her speech um about him disrespecting a disabled journalist, and so she felt compelled to give that speech. Um, but I don't think it just applies to a disabled journalist. I think it applies to the average American because no average American has the privilege that has the power that he has, or has the capacity to fight back that he does. So, yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, the character of the president, I mean, of the United States, thinking that it's okay to, you know, denigrate and belittle, regular average people. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I think just what she said is demonstrated in our chat right now because he has given people permission to be at their worst. America has always been racist, in my opinion. It's always been about oppression, but we were kind of turning the tides. You know, things were getting better. I won't say that they were perfect, But now you have people just blatantly disrespecting others, um, spewing out all kind of hate and anger just because they don't agree with what you agree with. And it's that's what American is. It's a melting pot. Everybody should be able to have their own opinion, voice what their own opinion is. But now, he's given the okay you know, to totally disrespect anybody that you want to disrespect. You can act as ugly as you want to act. Just bring out the worst in people, because, when the disrespect starts at the top, when it comes from the top, then everybody else is just going to fall in place. And I feel like he's given a lot of people permission to act their worst in public, because it used to be people were respectful to each other. You may not like each other, but there was still a certain level of respect. And I feel like the respect has went out the door. All the hate, the anger, the just the vile thoughts, everything is just out here now, and everybody's just out here, in my opinion, just acting a pure plum fool and showing their worst behavior, and displaying it, in the public, as if it's normal everyday behavior. So that's what I feel about it.
I feel about it that, now, what they don't show out in the public, they're doing it now by, as they say, trolling on the internet. And they're going into different people's chats and stuff and just spewing their hate. And then you know who they really are. They letting you know. They hide behind the keyboard and the computer to get the spew their disrespect and their hate now. What they used to do back, come out and say all these ugly names and call names, and now they're doing it in the computer now. They calling people names, they disrespecting people, they spewing their hate. So now there are, they're doing it with, we can see that right now in our chat, how they sit back on the computer all day long and just spew hate. They go trolling from one channel to another just to see how far they could go with their hatred.
Well,
Yeah,
let's look at
it's never a solution. It's always just hate. Even if you don't agree with whoever, the content creator is, or whatever channel that you're on, or what have you, they don't have any solutions. All they have is insults, and like she said, hatred and insults. So if you want to put something in somebody's chat, why don't you provide a solution? That's what I would advise MAGA. But they're always saying that it's paid protesters. Well, statistics show that Republicans are the only one, especially Trump, especially Agent Orange. He's notorious for paying people to protest. He's notorious for paying people to come to his rallies. And now he have the American public tax dollars paying ICE to rain terror on the American public. So now he's just doing it all out in the open, and everybody's just, not everybody, but his followers are okay with that. And like I said yesterday, and it's all fine and dandy until it hit home. And once it hit home, they'll have a change of heart and mindset. Because once one of these ICE agents, unalive one of their people by mistake, or not even by mistake, but just, because
yeah.
they're just picking random people. So it's not going to be a mistake. They intend to do it. But
It's
once it hit,
it's
once it hit
immigrants working
home,
from ICE. So
yeah. So
if
once it
they
hit
out
home,
duty,
then maybe they'll change their mindset.
yeah.
Because it's definitely going to hit home one day. It may not hit you today, but if this continue to play out, you can rest assured it's going to hit some of their doorsteps also. Just like the like the farmers, some of the policies is hitting home now, and the people are changing their minds because they're getting what they didn't vote for.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of people who supported Trump that's getting what they didn't vote for. It's just a matter of time before it trickled down to the other supporters. Everybody's gonna feel it at some point in time. But let's look.
I'm Hispanic and I vote for Mr. Trump. We vote for Mr. Trump. Yes, Mr. Trump. We love you. We love you.
betrayed. Beyond betrayed. They used us. They actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party,
Yeah, the video is echoing for some reason.
I'm Hispanic and I vote for Mr. Trump. I'm Hispanic and I vote for Mr. Trump. We vote for Mr. Trump. Yes, Mr. Trump. We love you. We love you. All the way to the White House.
beyond betrayed. They used us. They actually.
They gonna FAFO, trust me.
Look, that's a prime example right there. She got up there, love him. He's going to the White House, love, love, love. Now he portrayed you. It was told to you that was going to happen. They said they were only going to get the illegal and the criminals. Now they're just grabbing any of them, regardless of you legal or illegal. They just grabbing you up to take you out.
Well, let's look at him respond to Meryl Streep, and then we'll look at Meryl Streep's response, because she long-winded.
And of course, he have to have a response, of course.
Meryl Streep, one of the most overrated actresses in Hollywood, doesn't know me, but attacked last night at the Golden Globes. She is a Hillary flunky who lost big. And Billy Eichner blasted Fox News host Meghan McCain, who tweeted that Meryl's speech is why Trump won and will help him get reelected.
So, still childish.
Let me say something about Meghan McCain's ass. Meghan McCain is so irrelevant. Her father was a great hero veteran. He really was, he was a great veteran. And she's been just trying to ride off of that man's name. That man has been dead for a minute, and she's still trying to make herself relevant. And all she's ever done is ride on her father's name, And so no one even talk about her anymore. Nobody even think about her. But she always want to, implicate herself in whatever is going on, just so that she can stay relevant, and nobody's even you don't even think about Meghan McCain when you think about politics now. John McCain name barely comes up, but she always wanted, just dip her foot in the water and say something, crazy or outrageous just to try to go viral. And that's just my opinion of Meghan McCain.
Well, yeah, I don't even know who she is.
Non-factor.
I don't even know who is that.
That's one of the people.
Daughter.
John McCain's daughter. She was on the show The View, and she was on there. And when her father,
I know. I mean, I'm pulling the Mariah.
No, after her father passed away, it was on and on. My daddy, my daddy, my daddy, my daddy, as my daddy would say, as my daddy would do, as my daddy, to a point that people was getting tired of her, to the point they had to take her off the show. She was getting annoying.
Well, let's just look at Meryl Streep's response to Trump, because we got a lot to discuss. And y'all let me know what y'all think about her response.
I am the most overrated and most over-decorated. And currently, I am the most over-berated actress who likes football of my generation. It's embarrassing and it's terrifying to put the target on your forehead, and it sets you up for all sorts of attacks and armies of brown shirts and bots and worse. And the only way you can do it is to feel you have to. You have to. You don't have an option. You have to stand up, speak up, act up. If we live through this precarious moment, if his catastrophic instinct to retaliate doesn't lead us to nuclear winter, we will have much to thank this president for, because he will have woken us up to how fragile freedom really is. And his whisperers will have alerted us to the potential flaws in our balance of power in government. to how we've relied on the goodwill and selflessness of previous occupants of the Oval Office, and how quaint notions of custom, honor, and duty compelled them to adhere to certain practices of transparency and responsibility. How easily all of this can be ignored, and how the authority of the executive in the hands of a self-dealer can be wielded against the people and the Constitution and their Bill of Rights. The whip of the executive can, through a Twitter feed, lash and intimidate, punish and humiliate, delegitimize the press and all the imagined enemies with spasmodic regularity and easily provoked.
Ain't that crazy how that still reigns true today? He's still on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's still at the drop of a hat. If you say something to him, he's getting on Twitter and berating you and belittling you. And now he got a whole following to do it with him. So,
Right.
yeah,
It's the permission structure of it all. And like I said, they feel, they're pounding their chest and can't wait to praise this dude. And once again, this is not an example that you want to set for your kids. Your kids can't even watch the president anymore. It used to be that the office of the presidency was the highest office, in the United States, and it still is the highest office. Unfortunately, he has tainted it, stained it, and now, the children don't even have anybody to look up to because, we were taught to respect the president, and now so many people just, don't even respect him because he's took the respect out of the office.
right.
And never in history have we had a president that would, address the everyday American public like he did yesterday by, giving this dude the finger, um, fight with journalists, fight with Hollywood. He fight with everybody. Any and everybody can catch it, and it's a fight. It's like him against the world. He's fighting with America. He's fighting with other countries. It's nobody that he won't pick a fight with. Nobody is, he respond to your everyday American, and how ludicrous and any idiotic is that. Like, dude, don't you have a job to do? Don't you have something else to do
Right.
other than to worry about what's going on with social media? Social media is for the American public. When Biden was in office and Obama was in office, they rarely sent out a tweet. Rarely sent out a tweet. You didn't even
What president of the United States has real time to be sending out tweets
and
then not one tweet,
reading comments,
and not even just one tweet a night? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe I give you that. You literally sending out 150 tweets, 300 tweets throughout a 24-hour time span. Like, you're
And
out of your
baby, the
mind.
holidays, you can tell the family not spending holidays with him because, baby, Christmas and New Year's, dude sent out about 300 tweets because he had nothing else to do.
How the hell do a president of the motherfucking United States? That's all I'm saying. So, but
Listen, he got more time to tweet than the average American do.
But you want to know what? Like I said, the president that they said while they're in office, because it won't last, they just better be ready for when the Democrats get in office in 2028. Because everything that they doing, we going to have a good time in office.
Right.
We going to have a good
wait.
time. It's going to be so much fun. But let's see what Donald Trump.
So much news to cover. So much. We're going to be busy covering the news for a minute, before and after.
Because it's always all day, every day. You wake up, it's something new. There's nothing new under the sun with him and his administration.
Man.
And few of those trusted positions are more important than the chairman of the Federal Reserve. Accordingly, it is my pleasure and my honor to announce my nomination of Jerome Powell to be the next chairman of the Federal Reserve. Congratulations, Jay.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I have nominated Jay to be our next federal chairman. He's strong, he's committed, he's smart. Jay will put his considerable talents and experience to work. And Jay has served on the Federal Reserve Board of Governors since 2012. Jay has earned the respect and admiration of his colleagues. Based on his record, I am confident that Jay has the wisdom and leadership to guide our economy through any challenges that our great economy may face.
A few moments later.
Good evening. On Friday, I have deep respect for the rule of law and for accountability in our democracy. No one, certainly not the chair of the Federal Reserve, is above the law. But this unprecedented action should be seen in the broader context of the administration's threats and ongoing pressure. This new threat is not about my testimony last June or about the renovation of the Federal Reserve buildings. It is not about Congress's oversight role. The Fed, through testimony and other public disclosures, made every effort to keep Congress informed about the renovation project. Those are pretexts. The threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president. This is about whether the Fed will be able to continue to set interest rates based on evidence and economic conditions, or whether instead monetary policy will be directed by political pressure or intimidation. I have served at the Federal Reserve under 4 administrations, Republicans and Democrats alike. In every case, I have carried out my duties without political fear or favor, focused solely on our mandate of price stability and maximum employment. Public service sometimes requires standing firm in the face of threats. I will continue to do the job the Senate confirmed me to do, with integrity and a commitment to serving the American people. Thank you.
So
buckle up and enjoy the.
Good evening.
Oh yeah, let's look at this.
Buckle up and enjoy
quick.
the ride.
He's a terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed. I was surprised, frankly, that Biden put him in.
Yeah, why did Joe Biden put Jerome Powell in? Let's go back to when Joe Biden appointed Jerome Powell and see what Joe Biden said about him.
It is my pleasure and my honor to announce my nomination of Jerome Powell to be the next chairman of the Federal Reserve. He's strong, he's committed, he's smart.
Damn. Man, Joe Biden looked fat as shit.
Yeah. So, I mean,
this man lies so much. Oh, he could just lie at the drop of a hat. And his followers just believe everything he says. You know, Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden. That's the buzzword and shit. All you got to say is Joe Biden, and then it's true.
It's true. These people keep saying he brought in 30 million people. They'll never tell you what website or what document they seen that on. They only heard it come out of his mouth. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Well, you know, he said he liked the low educated. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it.
He know, low educated people's not gonna pick up a book. They're not gonna research anything. They'll just go by with what you say. They'll follow the leader. But basically,
I think there's people in the chat that say that the Democrats are low IQ. Well, I want y'all to stay in this live because we're gonna get to what y'all president and vice president think about what y'all are.
Right.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, Powell was a great man. He, when he got ready to appoint him, you see, he gave him all those accolades, and he was a great man. As soon as Powell pushed back and do his job and not do his bidding, now it's time for an investigation. You're going to investigate the Federal Reserve, the Federal Reserve chair for what? Investigate this guy for what?
Wait a minute, but he's investigating because Biden put him in there. He appointed him. And like homeboy said, Biden done gained weight and got a little shorter and got blonder hair, more hair on the top of his head.
Orange skin.
Listen, just like Epstein went to jail while Trump was in office. Okay, Trump, not Biden. Epstein was under investigation under the Trump administration.
Yep.
He went to jail under the Trump administration. But now it's all Biden's fault. And why didn't Biden produce the files? You know, anything that they think of that they don't want to think anything negative about Trump. So they'll just blame it on Biden because once again, it's a dog whistle word and it's a code word. It used to be Hillary Clinton in the emails.
Oh, don't forget Obama.
Well, Obama too, but they're not really talking about Obama that much because Obama wasn't the last president. Biden is the scapegoat now. And so he's the buzzword. He's the scapegoat. It was Hunter Biden. You remember? While Biden was in office, it was all about Hunter Biden and that computer he had and those drugs he was doing.
And his
so
naked
now,
pictures. Wait a minute. And his naked pictures.
And the naked pictures and all of that. So now it's about Biden. And the crazy thing is Biden haven't even been the president for the last year, but you still blaming Biden for everything that's happening in his administration. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. And MAGA buys it. That's the crazy part.
They love it.
They eat it
love
up.
You.
They eat it up as if it's factual and if it's true. And I guess they're still waiting on that $2,000 stimulus from Paris, and they still waiting on. We got to give him time for the economy to get right.
Biden messed it up. Biden messed it up
so bad. So bad. We got to give Agent Orange at least 2 years to bring it back, to put it back on track.
It's gonna be some pain.
Even though he said day one, it was gonna be so easy. It was gonna be so much winning. It was gonna be so much winning.
Yeah, so much winning. They was gonna get tired of all the winning. Then he said it's gonna be a little pain. Then he said, "Hey, just sit tight. It's gonna be a little pain."
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Also, don't forget. He said with all the tariffs, there's gonna be so much money coming into the United States. We ain't gonna know what to do with the money.
He just said hold on, y'all. He just said we got $18 trillion from tariffs just last night on the speech. He lied and said we got $18 trillion from tariffs. So I guess everybody gonna sit around and wait for the get part of that $18 trillion. I'm gonna see how much he gonna send y'all because keep in mind now he done forgot that he told y'all was gonna get them $2,000 checks. Dementia has kicked in. And he's already forgotten that he told you guys that you were going to get that $2,000 check, but don't hold y'all breath for it. I digress.
Child, them getting that check ain't going to change nothing. They still go MAGA if they get it or not. Let's watch this other talk show that he's going to explain what Trump really wants from us. If we do this, it will be fine, y'all.
In the middle of their meeting with the
in the middle of the meeting, he get up to go look outside and shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Right. But MAGA don't see that though. MAGA don't see that part of it though.
Nah.
Because Newsmax and Fox won't show these type of clips. They got to keep they people in a silo. Trump loving silo where everything is great and he's the best and he makes all the great decisions and so they can just drink that orange Kool-Aid. And so when Biden could just he had problems with stumbling, right? With stumbling and falling because he's an older man. He had a speech impediment, where he stuttered. And so they would just take that as if, Biden was stupid and Biden really wasn't stupid. Biden created a lot of jobs, 1 million. Trump lost 1 million in 1 year. Okay. And, but they're saying Biden was an old man and he didn't know what he was doing and he was out of touch. But the orange man is the one that seemed like he's out of touch because anybody who feel like
he want to take us back to the fucking 1300s and
right. And but just think about what he said. The only thing that can change is his morality and his
Right.
mind.
Exactly. How
And
scary is
how
that?
scary is that? Only he and he alone can make these decisions, because that's what he said in the first campaign. Only he and he alone could fix the economy. So
Right.
now only him and him alone, can
Can
change,
stop him from doing
can
raining.
stop him from making stupid, crazy, deranged decisions that he's making now,
Right.
and putting us all in jeopardy, trying to start war with everybody in the damn world.
And then for him
remember
to
he,
say, for
remember
them to
he,
say,
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
Remember, he was the only one that could stop them from having a war with Russia and Ukraine. Only he could do that, because they would listen to him alone.
Yeah, and then plus, like they just showed on the clip, they trying to demonize this woman for doing a peaceful protest,
Right.
sitting in her car. Meanwhile, the people destroying the fucking Capitol and the police trying to stop them, they're pardoned, and the police are blamed for antagonizing them. It's wild.
And who invited them to the Capitol? Do y'all remember that?
Oh yeah, they know who invited them. They
Yeah.
know.
And who was gonna march down there, and he was gonna be right there with him, even though he wasn't right there with him. He let it, that's the beauty of him. He get everybody else to do his dirty work. He's the mastermind of the demise and all of the evil, but then he gonna get his flunkies to go and do all the dirty work that he don't want to do, and that way he can keep his hands clean. Meanwhile, y'all going to jail, y'all paying lawyers. A lot of you losing everything. Hello, Rudy Giuliani. Okay, you losing your law license. You losing your money. You losing your whole livelihood trying to follow behind this dude. Make that shit make sense.
And look, and don't forget
This
now.
This they leader, because
This
he's the
leader.
vice president. This the vice president now. The one they all about Christian values and no homosexuality. They forget who the hell they leader is.
And this is the vice president of the United States today.
Now, since y'all, just to kind of remind y'all of who our vice president is, let's also look at what the vice president thinks of the people who, of the group or organization, the MAGA cult that, he's the vice president of.
Deserves to know the magnitude of this guy's bad faith. And then he shares the screenshot of the text message. I'm gonna read it in its entirety because I think all of it is fascinating and it shows you what JD Vance really thinks, but will clearly message something completely different for his political aspirations. He wrote, again, back in 2016, but I'm not surprised by Trump's rise, and I think the entire party has only itself to blame. We are, whether we like it or not, the party of lower income, lower education white people. And I have been saying for a long time that we need to offer those people something, and hell, maybe even expand our appeal to working class black people in the process. Ooh, wow. Imagine that. He continues to say, or a demagogue would, we are now at that point. Trump is the fruit of the party's collective neglect. I go back and forth between thinking Trump is a cynical person like a-hole, like Nixon, who wouldn't be that bad and might even prove useful, or that he's America's Hitler. How's that for discouraging?
Yeah, well, how's that for a sleazy liar? And I don't mean that text, that's where he's being honest. So I'm gonna get to that in a second. First of all, unendorsement from Trump coming in 3, 2, 1, okay? So we'll come back to that too. But that
in its entirety, because I think all of it is fascinating and it shows you what JD Vance really thinks, but will clearly message something completely different for his political aspirations. He wrote, again, back in 2016, But I'm not surprised by Trump's rise, and I think the entire party has only itself to blame. We are, whether we like it or not, the party of lower income, lower education white people. And I have been saying for a long time that we need to offer those people something, and hell, maybe even expand our appeal to working deserves to know the magnitude of this guy's bad faith. Self to blame. We are, whether we like it or not, the party of lower income, lower education white people.
I mean, that's just what your vice president think of you. I ain't say it. That's what the vice president said.
And that's who you are elected to be under Trump.
That's
and
who's over them.
Right, and if anything happened to Trump, that's who's going to be looking out for you, that same person. But I digress.
Well, it just showed the hypocrisy of it all. None of them like Trump. Let me say that one more time. Nobody in this administration that works for Trump like Trump. The Republicans do not like Trump. They say, they said all the time behind closed doors that they give out news clips to different news reporters. But they make sure that they're anonymous because they're afraid of Trump and what his wrath is, since he's running the country like the Godfather, And so at the end of the day, he knows that he doesn't have any friends. He knows that these people don't really like him like that. But he likes the power of it all. And he likes being in charge of them. And he like people being puppets for him. He's a narcissist, so he doesn't care if they like him or not. But in actuality, though, he know that no one that works for him like him at the end of the day. Maybe Stephen Miller may like him, because I haven't seen anything that Stephen Miller has said and then flip-flopped on, right? But Marco Rubio, JD Vance, Lindsey Graham, and the rest of the Republicans, they all were against him when he was running in 2016, had all kind of shit to say about him in 2016. Once they saw that he could win and he became the president, then that's when everybody jumped ship. And at the end of the day, JD Vance is, he's really turning his nose up to white people that's poor. You heard what he said, help the poor white people, and maybe
Right.
help the, he called y'all poor, but he called the black class a working class, because we know who do the
He
work in
sure
America.
did.
Now, that didn't come from my words. Those were JD Vance words, who you thinking about putting in office in 2028. So he called all y'all white people poor, poor
And
white
low IQ.
trash and low IQ. And he said that the black people, give them a chance because they're working and they know who makes America, they
Great.
know
Who can make America
who can make
great?
America great, But
For real.
I digress.
So let's watch our ice take some fouls on the ice. Now this one, it don't have no sound, but
Ice
thought-
on ice.
look,
Look,
yeah.
ice on ice crimes.
Pussy! Fucking pussy! Fucking pussy! Yeah, fucking pussy!
Woo! You heard that? You heard that little I know I did.
Pussy! Pussy!
Ooh, that sound like it hurt.
Pussy! Fucking pussy! Fucking pussy! Yeah, fucking pussy!
Look at him. He
Yeah.
barely can run. You can tell he hurting. He barely.
Yeah, he was hurting.
He was running. Then he skipped back to the car.
Yeah, that was all right.
He was in some big gay that next morning.
Nah, he should have went to the hospital. That sound concussed.
Right. Because that ice ain't no joke. Ice.
Ice,
Ice,
baby.
ice, baby. Don't run on the ice. Ice is not a good idea. But that just shows you the level of incompetence that we
Intelligence,
have working for them.
right?
Yeah.
Their incompetence level and their intelligence
Even a
level.
5th grader know not to run on the ice. I'm just saying.
No, but his rage overpowers his mind when he sees red when he sees regular people filming him with a camera, and he just starts running like a wild animal.
The big bad ICE agent.
Yeah,
get attacked by ICE.
Yeah. These people are wild. All right. Let's look at this pastor say that ICE tries to instill fear in him.
An ICE agent literally came over to me and said, "What did you say?" I said, "I am not afraid," and they pointed a gun in my face. ICE put handcuffs on my hands and put me in a black SUV. And then a few moments later, they came back and they said, "Are you afraid yet?" And I said, "No." And then they said it. "Well, you're white. You wouldn't be fun anyway." It was then that I knew that this staging, that these ICE raids are really about fear and intimidation.
The video I'm about to make is going to make you really mad, MAGA conservative, or at least it should. This should make you mad. And I want you to be as honest as you can in the comments with yourself and with us, okay? Tell us, when you hear that story, your gut reaction, who are you siding with right out of the gate? Is it the pastor or is it ICE? I want you to be, and that's not the part that is going to make you upset. The part that is going to make you upset is the point that I've made, I don't know, countless fucking times at this point. And that is the reason that that pastor had that experience at the hands of these people is because these people are these people. And these people are these people. And these people are these people. Right? You get it? The reason, conservatives, that you're not seeing the Proud Boys or Patriot Front or the Oath Keepers or 3%ers, the people that besmirch your good name, the racists who you get lumped in with all the time, the reason why these people are not showing up at these protests is because they're already there. So, MAGA conservatives, good Christian boys and girls, hearing that pastor's story, if you listen to that and side with the people who brutalized him and not a Christian pastor who you listen to every Sunday, I don't know what to tell you, man. I would hope that maybe this gets through. You might be on the wrong fucking side of it.
Now let's listen to this pastor. I mean, maybe some of these pastors will get through because,
But put up a poll. We ought to put up a poll and see which one they should go with, the pastor or with ICE. Why don't
Who
you
we
put up a
going with?
poll?
Let me see. How can I put up a poll? Let me go to
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna say they're gonna go with ICE because when you're in a cult, you can't think straight, and whatever the cult leaders say, you have to go with what the cults say. You can't go with your own mind say because you don't have the independent thinking right. So you have to go with what the cults say, no matter how you were raised to respect the pastor and listen to the pastor and the preacher and all of that. All your Christianity goes out the door when it comes to the cult leader. I'm just saying.
Okay, let me put the poll in. Do you side with?
And y'all make sure y'all take advantage of the y'all make sure y'all participate in the poll. And also too, if you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channels. If we have any moderators in the chat, please put our channel names in the chat. Moderators, I think I have a couple moderators in the chat. I'm not really paying that much attention to it, so if we have any mods in the chats, please put our channel names on there. You don't have to put our Cash App, just put our channel name so that people can subscribe to our channels. And make sure you guys hit the like button so that we can stay in the algorithm and we can continue to do these shows so that YouTube know that you're enjoying the content. And please, and
hey, y'all sided with ICE like that? It's like 70%.
70% with ICE? Oh my gosh. Hey, Hey, everybody entitled to their own opinion now. Everybody entitled to their own opinion. I'm not mad at them.
God, look, God, that ain't me. That ain't me, God.
Right.
Forgive them for they know
I
not
sure
what
would
they
hate to see
do.
Judgment Day. I hate to see Judgment Day come around for
Damn.
some of these people, because God may ask them that question.
Well, let's look at this past. I'm gonna put some. I'm gonna put some appropriate background music on for this one. Let me I'm gonna put my.
I want to say is I can no longer, as a pastor, as a human, and as someone who's given their life to the way of Jesus, I can no longer stand by as Christianity gets hijacked by a particular agenda that is not the way of Jesus. I cannot stand by as a Christian and watch Christ's name get hijacked to further justify hate, racism, bigotry, misogyny, and white supremacy. The colonizers who came to America said they were Christians. The KKK said they were Christians. There have been mass shooters whose profile said they were Christians. There were insurrectionists on January 6th who flew Christian paraphernalia. They claimed to be Christians. There were, check this out, some of you know this, slave owners who claim to be Christian. And what you see in this moment, this week in American history, is you see the twisting of the truth. And what I want to say to you is, if these quotes that Jesus defeated death so you can live by Charlie Kirk and Dr. King was an awful human being and civil rights was a huge mistake, if these feel incompatible, it's because they are. These quotes are not compatible with each other, and I also would like to say they're not compatible with the teachings and way of Jesus. Now, if this makes you uncomfortable, I would invite you to pause for a minute and think about how uncomfortable this makes our people of color feel.
All right. I mean, do you think that may have swayed it? Let me see. Let's see where we at with the poll. Oh, we went down to 60, 50. Oh, 53. It looks like more people are siding with the pastor now. We looks like we like 50-50.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear that.
Okay. I'm glad we didn't lose our belief in the Lord now over supporting ICE. Nah. All right. Well, the next thing is probably going to be, more easy for them to decide that they don't really care about. But if you guys notice on the Homeland Security Twitter page, they have recently been advertising all the people who they're rounding up. And as you guys can see, I mean, I didn't put a lot of the pictures from the past, but at first it was mostly, Hispanic looking people and stuff like that. Now they mixing the black people up in, and it's getting more and more blackish. So, I think this is also what we would call signaling, to let people know this is who you gonna have to who you get to pick up if you decide to come with ICE. You'll be rounding these type of people up. So come on with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if you're immoral, you hate black people, you hate brown people, well, come join us. You're just our type of guy. You're who
Right.
we're looking for.
If these are the type of people you want to go around and round
Yeah.
up and assault and abuse and with
Right.
impunity, you know what I'm saying? You come on down.
You want to demonize people
Right.
without any retribution, then join our team. You got the right place. Okay. And so, but go ahead and enjoy it for right now, because Hakeem Jeffries just said, you guys are gonna have to. You better be careful how you do your job, ICE, because retribution day will be coming. Okay. So Agent Orange may not be held accountable, but you're going to be held accountable.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Should we read some of the messages from the church one? Do you think I wonder if anybody put anything good up in here? Let me see.
Yeah, read some of the messages because I'm trying to find the channels anyway and trying to put some of the channels in the chat. So go ahead.
Okay. This pastor is 1,000% correct. And he's saying he's a Christian. Sorry, but you sound exactly like Sam Kinison. Kinison? I don't know who that is. That's the activist, not the pastor. There you have it. Yeah, this from a bunch of people in Democratic Party that's believing sexualized and children. You're talking about the Democratic Party doesn't even acknowledge God. We're asking a simple question. If you agree with ICE brutalizing and, disrespecting that pastor for no reason, or do you side with ICE terrorizing the community, no matter who you are? Even pastors can get it. But did the Bible tolerate slavery? What? Where is that at? Why would we listen to this self-hating white male? Maybe this self-hating white male, he should be preaching to the illegal aliens and liberals who are breaking the law. See, this is crazy. And well, his name is Warlock, so I guess you can't really expect much more from him. So demons will pervert the gospel. Of course they try. Absolutely. You're absolutely right about that. And that's exactly what they're doing. Just because you are at January 6th at the Capitol doesn't mean you're not a Christian. Stop it. Judge not, yet lest ye be judged. We ain't say that. We talking about ICE. What are you talking about? We said, do y'all side with ICE terrorizing the preacher, or do you side with the preacher? Do you stand with the preacher, the man of God, or with the man of the cloth? Or do you stand with ICE? That's a simple question. Will you do that, man? You got that once you ask God. I don't even feel like reading that.
Wait a minute. Somebody say, is he a gay preacher? And then somebody also said, if the pastor's here illegally, he's going to get it too. So if you're an illegal pastor, I guess you're not an American Christian, so you can get it and God don't care about you. Is that what they're saying? Or
I guess so.
I'm trying to make it make sense. Because see, the Pope ruled, the Pope is the Pope for everybody. He go in different countries and he's the Pope
Right.
all the way
Especially
around.
if you're a Christian, you definitely
Yeah.
believe in the Pope. So
Yeah. So the Pope can cover everybody, but a pastor can't.
I guess there's a hierarchy, there's levels to that.
Yeah,
There's
it's levels to the hierarchy.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess the hierarchy gets the closer you get to God. Okay. All right.
All right. Well, let's look at these videos.
God bless. Let these people go to church. Let these people serve the Lord and worship. Let people let the people.
I guarantee you're not going to like the outcome. Go home to your children. It's Sunday.
Yeah, go exactly. Let people go to church.
You did not learn from what just happened? Go home to
Learn
your
what?
kids.
Have y'all not learned from the past couple of days? Have you not learned?
Learned what? What's our lesson here? What do you want us to learn?
Following federal agents.
Give me my phone.
Yeah. ICE, that's their new slogan. Have you not learned?
I guess everybody gonna learn today, baby.
Have y'all not learned? Y'all better learn. Y'all gonna learn today.
He said, "Go home to your." He said, "Go home to your children." Basically, he said, "If you want to get home to your children, don't go to church."
Yeah. So,
And that's all the man kept saying. I want to go to church. Let the people go to church, and he keep telling them, if you want to go home to your children.
and then
Now,
this is the video.
what I'm getting, he's saying is, if you want to make it out here, and you don't want us to rain hell on
If you don't want one in your face,
you don't want to catch this heat.
if you don't want 3 to the head,
right there you go. That's what I'm getting from that. You know,
yeah.
I'm getting a whole total different view. Do you want to go to hell or you want to go home? Which one? Go ahead and make my day. Basically, is what I hear.
So y'all see, this is basically an ICE vehicle, not really caring anything about, respecting the traffic laws. Those are for dummies like us.
Well, they got full immunity, so they can do what they want to do.
Right. Well, let's watch also. So now we're about to get into some of the crazy third world country things that ICE has been doing to the public. So let's get into it.
Yep. Whoa! Shooting serious munitions at us. Whoa! Yep, I'm right behind you. That really just came out of the blue. No one was really doing anything here. Just think.
Fuck you, pussy! Suck my dick!
There is some serious tear gas already in the air. You see, are they arresting someone there? Yeah, we got somebody, at least one person down on the ground.
No one likes you! No one is proud of you!
All of the federal officers are wearing gas masks, prepared for, I guess, more tear gas and pepper pellets. They have the guns in their hands. What is this like for you, man?
I just can't believe it. It's scared. It's frightening. It's terrorizing. We were just standing here. We're just standing here talking. I mean, we were just standing here peacefully protesting.
Nothing. I mean, no one was going near, crossing the street.
No, we're standing on the sidewalk. Everybody was. Everybody. Get the fuck back!
If you, are you a veteran, ma'am?
Yes.
Are you okay?
I had those flashbangs really
Yeah,
hard.
but my ears are still ringing.
I wasn't expecting that they were doing that for no reason.
This is in America.
It is in America, I know. This is in America. I served for 20 years in the U.S. Navy.
And then
now that's somebody's grandma that served the country for 20 years. And she's a Caucasian lady. So if she can catch it.
Hey, anybody can catch it.
Anybody. So,
baby, they don't care about nobody no more. Ain't nobody safe. Nobody is safe in this good old United States of America at this point. When I see shit like this, I'm afraid.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this looks like a third world country.
Right. We might as well be in Russia or China or somewhere.
Right.
Or North Korea. North Korea. That's basically what he's trying to turn America to North Korea. And MAGA going right along with it. They falling right into the trap.
He got his.
Do he got his knee on his neck?
Sure do.
Oh my God.
Yes, they got him twisted sideways and got their leg and knee on his neck. You see how he twisted sideways?
Jesus.
But this is the same thing that they banned in Michigan, and they are using it. It is banned in Michigan, and yet they are using it against this man.
Yep. And these ain't even like you said, that's the white man, ain't it? I don't know if that's a white
it's
man.
not us. That's what I'm saying. Listen.
It's not even Hispanic. That's a white person.
That's what I'm saying. If they doing this to their own, what do you think they would do to other people?
Right.
And this may be light compared to what the other races are having to experience. But I also heard too that ICE family is not with this shit. People are disowning people. If some of these family members are disowning the workers for ICE, their family members are disowning them because they're not with this either. They know it's wrong. And so, and also ICE is having some mental health problems. See, they portray this masculine energy, testosterone everywhere, you know, when they're in public. But in private, did y'all know they was trying to go to therapy and they having mental issues? They having mental issues at this point because the job is just that distressing to them. And they're having problems with raining this down on the American public because I don't feel like everybody want to bring this type of terror to the American public, and it's getting to some of them. So some of them are like Trump. They're gonna stop this with their own morality, and in their own mind they know the shit is not right, so they not feeling it. But out in the public, Trump done told them, pound their chest, be strong, be a madman. But in private, they're eating they're crying and biting on their fingernails and trying to go to the therapist. So that they can
Black
continue
people
with this
are
job.
always the victim. Like MAGA hasn't built their whole thing off of victimhood.
Victimhood, right?
Y'all had 30 million immigrants come in and made us unsafe. We feel so unsafe. Now they're taking our jobs. Now we can't do it. Shut the fuck up, pussy.
Right.
You sound like a fucking bitch. MAGA sounds like a fucking bitch right
Crybaby.
now.
Crybaby. They murderers. They are rapists. They are this. They are that. Oh my God! Get them out of here.
We're so scared. Shut the fuck up.
Wait a minute, let me put some tears in there so you can really feel me.
And they got the world in their hands and they're still complaining and crying.
And whining.
Grow some balls, MAGA. Grow some balls. Good God Almighty.
Look, go to the pharmacy. Go ahead and get some Similac and go ahead and sit down and put it in the bottle and suck the bottle. So
We tired of coddling y'all. Shit, that's all ICE is doing is coddling y'all. Cause they ain't fixing shit.
Not a damn thing.
They making y'all feel safer. They making you feel safer. That's what they doing.
They're beating up your people, but yet y'all feel safer now. They beating up, putting their knee on your people and dragging them and breaking out people's windows in their cars and vehicles and making them get out because they follow them or they grabbing their manhandling them because they filming them, but they making you safe now. You're really safe now. They're really getting the immigrants by grabbing you, your people.
This will make us feel safe. So running over kids is what make ICE agents running over kids make us feel safe now.
Running over kids and then turn around and trying to arrest a child. A police department, an actual police officer had to come there to stop them from arresting a child. But this making y'all
Yo.
That's
Now,
crazy.
the police had to come there to stop them from taking a child. And the child looked like he's no more than maybe like 10 or 11, maybe 12 or 13 or something like that. But that's still a child. So they're going to run over a child on his bike and then try to arrest a child. And the police, the actual police, had to come there and stop them. But that's making the United States safe by running over children. Okay.
Well, let's just look at this one more time because I just. Wow. That's crazy. Like this little boy is a criminal.
Yeah, he barely could run to him too. Look how you see how hard it was.
Yeah,
for him to
fat
get to him.
ass.
Yeah, fat ass need to get in the gym. You know.
That's why he has to go after the
Get
damn
in shape,
kid.
Ice. Get in shape. Y'all
He
got
had
all
to
these
go after
fat
the damn
boys.
kid because he
Got all
can't
these.
go after. Yeah.
Y'all got all these fat boys trying to run and shit and can't even do the job. But they're gonna rain. They're gonna rain their terror on the people that's less fortunate, on children, women. What a bunch of pussies. Who goes and attack women and kids? But they're strong men, though. They're ICE agents, so they're doing their job. But they're raining terror on kids and women
and older people too. Don't forget the older people, because remember they walked up to that older man and told him, "You know what?
I'm not touching the car. Leave me alone. Look what they're doing."
Oh my God.
And men with seizures.
I'm not touching the car. Leave me alone. Look what they're doing. Stop. Document.
That's fine. Back up.
This is my wife. She's having a seizure. They're trying to rip the baby out of her hand. She's having a seizure.
Back up.
Fitchburg, Massachusetts. This is what's going on this morning. Stop yelling at her. Stop yelling at her because you feel insecure.
That's funny. Yeah, so I mean, they just they're just wreaking havoc on everybody. It's crazy.
and then go home and cry.
I don't care what they
Go home
told
and
you.
cry about it. That's the part I don't get. That I'm gonna keep saying that. You're wreaking all this havoc on everybody, and then you go home and cry and bite on your fingernails. I can't get over that.
Somebody put up here, fake ass seizure.
Well, everything fake. Everything fake.
I know. Even if you show them the facts,
it's fake.
It's fake.
Right.
Nothing.
When you're in the cult, you believe what the cult say. You don't believe nothing else. You don't believe your own eyes because you don't have your own mindset. You don't have your own thoughts and opinions. You have to go with what the cult say go with.
I don't care what they told you. If you guys get in my way, I will arrest you.
Sir, we're just observing. Please calm down.
You can observe all you want.
I am observing. Do you
Stay
see
back.
me in the way? I am Beth.
You had anger issues as a kid, didn't you? Were your parents present? You should be ashamed of yourself, man.
He is.
I love my job. Thank you.
You love your job?
I can't believe I get paid for this.
Really?
I do this for free.
Really, I get $200K. I'm a physician assistant.
How long did you go to school for that?
Over 7 years.
I went to high school. And I make $200K.
People regard me as someone valuable in society. What about you? Is your expertise? No, it doesn't matter. Come out and report if you can.
Baby, Bubba went to the 8th grade. That's why he didn't respond.
Okay, but he did shut ass down though. He was like, "Oh, really? 7 years? Just high school for me." But this is why these people are so emboldened to do what they're doing. Like, it don't take no, credentials. You ain't gotta have nothing. Probably 8th grade education is probably more qualified than what you really need to be.
Yeah, that's the standard on ICE. It's an 8th grade education. This news journalist said that she applied for ICE. She got a job right away. They didn't even check her application. She just put the application in. The next day they called and said, "You on board."
I think they're forgetting about the history of Jim Jones.
And again, this just goes with the narrative that they are low IQ. You know what I'm saying? Most of these people in ICE, low IQ, can't get a better job. So what better? They'll never be able to get the paycheck that ICE is giving them right now.
And they can't pass the training for the police force or the army, or the army or the Navy or anything like that. They can't pass any of those tests, and they can't pass the training for the police force. So, what better way to be a cop than to join ICE without any vetting and without any education? Because that's the only thing they qualify for.
That's it.
Yeah.
Fucking bums.
Donald Trump, the president of these United States, wants to be a dictator. He is trying to be a dictator. He said it multiple times this week. Today, he explained why a lot of people, I think in his own head, think he should be a dictator because he's stopping all the crimes.
So the line is that I'm a dictator, but I stop crime. So a lot of people say, if that's the case, I'd rather have a dictator. But I'm not a dictator. I just know how to stop crime.
Yes, Donald Trump, tough on crime. It just depends on who's doing the crime, doesn't it? Donald Trump is the most unabashedly pro-criminal, pro-crime president of my lifetime. In fact, I started compiling this list of all the people that Donald Trump has pardoned or come to the aid of just since taking office in January, and it is mind-boggling. On his first day in office, Donald Trump pardoned every last one of the January 6th insurrectionists who stormed the Capitol and attempted a coup against the U.S. government on his behalf. Roughly 1,500 convicted or suspected accused criminals. They included hundreds who were handed lengthy sentences for very serious felonies, such as assaulting police with deadly weapons. Many of those rioters have had, maybe you won't be shocked to hear this, serious brushes with the law since they were pardoned. Andrew Tate is one example. He used a metal whip and bear spray to assault police officers at the Capitol. He was sentenced to 6 years after bragging about these crimes to a woman on a dating app. Then on the second day of his presidency, Donald Trump pardoned
What
Ross
a loser
Ulbricht,
on the day
founder
now.
of the Silk Road and online black market for drug dealing. The guy took hundreds of millions in commissions on.
So the loser from January 6th can't even find the fucking date. He got to get on the app, and then he thinks bragging about what he did at the day. It's so.
He puffing his chest out about January 6th.
Yeah.
And that's going to make a woman say, ooh, I want him.
And then he turned around and get locked right back up for doing the same shit he got out from.
Yeah, I want a traitor. Yes, that's my ideal man,
Right.
a traitor of the country.
A treasonous trade.
Yeah, I want a
Right.
treasonous traitor. That's my ideal of marriage. And that's who's in ICE right now. All these January 6 people, that's who ICE is now, and that's why come they don't care about the American public.
American people,
because they
right.
were willing to overthrow the government for Trump the first time, and they're more than willing to try to overthrow the government now for Trump. Because this is just the beginning, okay? This is just the beginning. And just like he told them when he was on the campaign trail, Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. Stand by and stand back. And so they're not really standing back right now. They've answered the call of duty to come and do ICE. And whenever he get ready to call them for whatever he want to call them for whatever he has in store for America, you can best believe the militia is ready. And that's basically what he's doing. He's building his own private militia to try to, to go against America, to in my opinion, to start a war with America, within America, another civil war 2.0, in my opinion. Allegedly.
And that's the reason why, if
They know
you notice
allegedly,
that,
but yeah, allegedly.
And you see why they have C20 and C30 and C this and B this, because they know some of them are from January 6th and they can't have their name on their vest and stuff. So they put numbers now, a letter and a number, so you won't know who they are.
Well, let's keep watching. Because this is the man from Silk Road, and let's see, look at what he did.
On sales of methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, and other opioids. I mean, you could make a case he was the biggest drug dealer in American history. He was serving 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole when Donald Trump pardoned him unconditionally. On his 3rd day in office, Trump pardoned Washington, D.C. police officer Tara Sutton and Lieutenant Andrew Zabowski. Sutton illegally chased a 20-year-old man on a moped for 10 blocks. He struck another car and died in the crash. The 2 officers then tried to cover up their role in his death. They were sentenced to hard time for obstructing justice. Trump pardoned them, falsely claiming the motorist they had killed was illegal. They have since been reinstated to the D.C. police force. Trump also...
So, anybody that commits a crime, if you ask for, I mean, hell, shit, he giving out pardons like fucking Oprah was giving out cars. So the probably biggest drug dealer in the world, he gave a pardon to, but then we're trying to throw missiles, launch missiles at little pea-sized boats that's supposed to be smuggling in drugs into the United States. Are you fucking kidding me? How those two work?
Yeah, if you're not a criminal, you can't work in this administration, in my opinion. That's what I'm inclined to believe. You only can get hired if you have a record, or if you're a criminal, or if you want to be, or if you're treasonous. Then come on board. We ready for you. Because in my mind, he a Russian agent himself. Okay.
Right.
And he's going against America himself, in my mind, allegedly.
Well, you
and
know
that's
how.
just my opinion of it.
And look, and you know that he keep all the MAGAs whenever you
Allegedly.
Every time they do the pardon, the first thing they holler, well, Biden pardoned his son. Okay, that's one person. One person. He pardoned. But y'all, all these people are pardoned, and y'all can only come up with one person that he pardoned and say he did it, so he could do it too.
Yeah, but
he had to pardon his son so he can get him away from these crooks that's in office right now, because they weren't going to do anything but lie on him like they lie about everything else. So yeah, they were going to, just like they lying on Jerome Powell and James Comey and Letitia James. You know, the courts threw all of those cases out. They haven't, Jerome Powell haven't went to court yet, but Letitia James and James Comey cases thrown out because it wasn't a case. It was all a lie, like everything else is a lie that comes out of his mouth.
All right, well, let me keep, I think we got a few more. Well, let's get into, I think this is the last one. Maybe.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up!
He couldn't even break the window.
And why do it always take the whole force just to apprehend one person?
One person.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 of them. 20 for one person.
Back up!
Y'all see them kicking him? in the hand and shit.
Back up.
And stepping on his leg.
One more. One more. You go back there, I'm going to put you under arrest. One more. You get back there one more time. Back up. Back up.
Dang. Dang.
Watch this. Now watch what that guy do. One of the guys do to him. See the guy at his head? Watch what he do.
The boy is lifeless. He lifeless. Yeah.
Is he unconscious? Because he's flopping around like he's unconscious. Like he done lost consciousness. Yeah.
He's unconscious, and they dragging him like he's just a rag doll. They don't care.
Yeah, they done beat him to where he was unconscious. So, well, I guess this is gonna be the last clip for us.
When we come, one, we go all. No one can stop what is coming. Get here, guys. We need you in Minnesota. These people are fucking terrorists. Hey, church, get out of here. We need to back up. And all you liberal commie motherfuckers, keep your hands to yourself. You're gonna get hurt today, all right? We executed one of you yesterday. You understand that?
Oh.
We executed one of you yesterday. Don't get hurt. Don't get the press. You're just talking to white supremacists. You guys keep getting stupid games. You guys keep getting stupid games. Do not give them attention. You guys keep getting stupid games. You're gonna get destroyed.
Did he just say we executed one of y'all yesterday? Didn't y'all see we executed one of y'all yesterday?
Yeah,
He's bragging about it.
But look at him though. He looked deranged. Do you see his eyes? He looked like he needed to be in the facility right then and there.
He looked like he was on drugs.
Right, like he's on something, on all these drugs that's being brought into America.
Right.
You know, by all the immigrants and everything, you know. So he's done part two. Either he partaking in the drugs, or he needs some drugs to regulate him. Okay, but nevertheless, some drugs need to be involved one way or the other.
Oh Lord. So, and you see ICE, they standing back, they loving this shit.
Yeah, they loving it. And at the end of the day, the lady was telling them the right thing. Don't engage, because that's basically what they want American public to do. They won't. It's like they're just trying their best to get a reaction out of the public so that they can rain down martial law. That's basically what's going on. Also, they're trying to bait. They're trying to bait us so that we can retaliate against them, and then that way they can just bring in, the troops. Let's just inundate every town, because they want to do that before the election, because they feel like if you have the National Guard, or you have, members of the armed services all around town, strategically all around the United States, that's going to intimidate some people from going to the voting polls. That's going to intimidate people from talking, and intimidate people from using their First and Fourth Amendment rights. Is basically what they're trying to shut everything down, basically.
You know what I was thinking? It's so funny because MAGA is so stupid that everybody that, like, I'm sure supports MAGA on a public platform do it because they know how, like, cult-like the following is. we could probably do a show and say we love Trump and all this other stuff, and they would probably be donating, giving super chats and all types of shit. You know, instead of us trying to use y'all dumbass, we trying to prepare y'all. We trying to prepare y'all. So he's not gonna be in power for the rest of, you know what I'm saying? He got 3 years. 3 years tops. Because he may not make it that long. You know, and then you guys got to deal with a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I hope they have to deal with Letitia James for Attorney General. Ooh, I hope they put a Letitia James in for Attorney General.
You know, so y'all need to come see the light. But you want to know what? I might think about using y'all. I might think about using y'all just to do it like a little, what they call those type of experiments. Just to see how big I can grow just off the backs of MAGA. Because y'all dumb.
You'll get a big donation. You know, you get all these what is that, the little cash things and all this stuff, because you right, brother. Talk, bro. Yeah. You get all, man. You get.
Well, they're already trying to infiltrate us. They're already trying to infiltrate us. They're sending messages to try to pay us, to try to be on their side. You know, they want us to be Candace Owens or somebody, you know, to spew out their hate and to spew out their bull crap. And it's not enough money in America to make me turn on my morals and my values and what I think, and I'm gonna just sit there and be a puppet for you. No, I wouldn't even want they dirty money, because that's the way I look at it, is dirty money.
Well, I mean, hey, somebody gonna take it from them. Might as well be you, right?
might as well be us. So somebody, they gonna pay somebody, huh?
Somebody, right?
Right, I know that's right.
So, all right. Well, that pretty much was a show for tonight. We got a lot of stuff that we're gonna be talking about coming soon. So, in the next day or two, we'll probably be on here again. You guys, MAGA alike, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you guys are notified whenever we are on, and y'all can come troll us some more. And who knows, maybe our tune may be different. Y'all may have scared us and or persuaded us into becoming MAGA. You know, who knows? Hit the like button. If you want us to be MAGA, hit the like button. Look, they like, nah, stop playing with these people. Stop playing with these
And we don't have to use real cameras. If ICE don't have to show their goddamn face, then we don't have to show our face either. So get the hell out of here with all of that.
We'll show
our face. We'll show our face when ICE starts showing their face. How about that?
That's right. That's right. I've said everybody need to start wearing masks. When we go out, just wear a full face mask. In fact, I think I might get one of the masks with somebody else's face on it. But
that's what I advise everybody to do. Put on a damn mask, and so they won't know who you are and where you come from, because they can't tell the way you walk whether you are immigrant or not. So yeah, everybody put a ski mask on and go out there and be great. Okay.
I know that's right. All right. Well, guys, as we bring the show to an end, let's see if there's any last minute comments that we want to go ahead and highlight. Also, did we see anybody? I think there was some people that came in. Did you see anybody that we need to shout out? I thought I saw. Let me see. I know I saw something. But everybody, we appreciate you guys for coming in. And if you have an opinion, whether it's, opposing or not, we appreciate you guys putting it in the chat. If y'all have any ideas that y'all want us to, maybe cover, y'all can go ahead and email us. The email address is otrliveshow@gmail.com. And shout out to everybody who came in.
Yeah, let me shout out a few names. Young Rias, thank you for being here today. The Real Brown Family Chronicles came in. Nana and Nene came in today. We had Excomplicated came in today. Oregon City Street came in today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. And we have SBK Media came in, and Leo Lady. Shout out to all the regulars that come in and support our show. We do appreciate everybody for showing up, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscribe and hit the like button for us.
All right. And
also, I want to give a shout out to Chevy TV. He said I brought over 40 viewers in here.
Oh, what? Dang.
Well, shout out to that. We appreciate all of that.
Let me see. We got the. All right. So, again, guys, we do appreciate all of you guys just being here, whether or not you were supporting or not. But we definitely appreciate the supporters. At least if you gave us a like, we truly appreciate it. Again, like I said, hit the like button, subscribe. We'll be back very soon. And let's see. Oh yeah, thank you guys for watching. And if you no. Before you go, let's agree that we're going to make this world better than we found it. So tell somebody that you love them. And if nobody told you today, you are amazing, powerful, and more than enough. Now go, be great, and we will see you guys soon.
Yeah, you know what time it is. No scripts, no filters, no fear. We said what we said and meant that. Off the record, yeah, we keep it real. No filters, here we say what we feel. Politics, stories, truth on display. Come on, we talk that talk in our own way. Off the record, Minion the God, let's go. Foxy 2 Roxy 3, she go hard.
I swear on everything, that is exactly what he said right here in the studio.
That is the funniest thing I have heard all week.
So hard, busy with the facts, she never miss. I said what I said, that's the twist. Off the record, come and catch the vibe. Where real ones talk and the truth survive. Late night truth, we don't just speak. We pull the roots from what they keep. From pain to progress, we light the flame. No spin, no script, we call it by name. Minion bring the vision, Foxy bring the flame. Lizzie drop a cease, it'll never be the same. I said what I said, say it loud, no shame. We take the truth global, remember the name. No apologies, no disguise. Just soul and purpose in our eyes. We move with power, bold and free. Say it loud, you gon' feel this energy. This the realest show you ever saw. Off the record. We said what we said. Off the record. Yeah. Yeah. record.